Boom! At the open, our all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETLs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my making it in, make profits. Light up, watching them gain, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Suge, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. We are live here for you guys for earnings. Yes, I told you it is going to be a crazy week of earnings, and we've got Netflix earnings that have been just rolled out, and they actually increased their subscribers a pretty decent amount here. However, their net revenue per subscriber is slowing a little bit faster than Wall Street had liked to have seen. So they actually increased their users. So I'll give you guys kind of the numbers here on Netflix as they are first coming out here as we are doing this live here on the True Trading Group live stream. And that is an earnings per share beat, 288 versus 286 expected, but they missed on sales. 8.16 billion, expected 8.18 billion. Sounds like it is a really small miss, but the streaming paid memberships now 232.5 million. My goodness, that is a lot of people. That is up 4.9% year over year. They see Q2 earnings per share, though. Here's the kicker. They see Q2 earnings per share of only $2.84. The expectation is $3.05. They see revenue. That's a typo. 8.24 billion versus 8.48 billion. And global streaming paid net additions 1.75 billion on Q1. Paid memberships. Okay, average revenue per membership fell 1%. And that is kind of where I think that you're seeing the decline on Netflix shares right now. Stock is down 7%, and this is on the back of what looks to me a miss here on their Q2 guidance, coming in light compared to what Wall Street was expecting, and the fact that they are seeing average revenue per user go down. And that is why the stock is the initial reaction here is trading to the downside for Netflix. But the stock is coming up on a massive level of support, and that support level is right down here around this 290. If you guys caught the live stream last night, I went over with you guys some key levels to focus on to look to be a buyer on Netflix if they had bad earnings, and that was right down here inside this zone in the 280s. We did not quite get into the 280s, guys, just missing it. 292 low print on the back of these earnings. But if there's a move under 290 and you get into the 280s, I do think that there is a buyable dip there on Netflix as you come up to this 200-day moving average. You're already seeing the stock react here back to the upside after these earnings came out. You're going to have to pay attention to what the CEO and CFO have to say once they start their earnings conference call, which is going to be due out in just a few moments. They'll begin that conference call, but the stock is already beginning to recover after that initial drop to the downside. So there's a lot of other stocks that are coming out with earnings. You got ISRG, you got United Airlines. There's, it's not just about Netflix, and you got a whole lot more coming out here this week. We'll break them down, we'll analyze them, we'll talk about how we're going to trade them and make money from them right here on this live stream. Another fantastic day in chat, about a 45 to 50% gain on Microsoft put options for the team, for the win. That's where I made the bulk of my money today. I've got some open positions still that we're going to discuss. I'll tell you exactly how I plan on making money for the rest of the week and the days going forward. What's up, guys? My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. If you guys still don't know by now, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that's available to retail traders today. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here, totally free. Where myself, other TeachD pro trading mods, and special guests drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons and education that can help you become better traders. So if you've not done so already, you got to make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. You never want to miss out on any one of these lives. Why? Well, folks, I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at a fund in New York City where I had to first go through a 3-month educational training program where I was taught by other professionals on Wall Street the proper way to navigate markets before they even let me touch $1 of their money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the fund's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG, and along with my team of 9 professional trading mods, we've helped thousands of members achieve their goals of reaching profitability. And we actually have members now represented in over 100 countries. We are truly a global force in a global community here in the TTG family. But we're the fastest growing community and platform out there, guys, because simply we combine university level trading and investing courses. The courses are a simplified version of what I learned working at the fund. We pair that with premium stock market tools. We do live workshops and provide individual mentorship for stocks, option, crypto, and futures. And we also cover all styles of trading. We do day trading, we do swing trading, we do long-term investing. There's something for everybody inside True Trading Group. But it's not just about that, right? There's so much more you guys get access to when you join the TTG family, because we take the university level of curriculum and courses, right? And we pair it with today's premium stock market tools. Now, these are tools that are very important. You need them, okay? They give you more information, plain and simple. It allows you to make better decisions, which increases your chance of success. Successful traders don't get their trade ideas from Reddit and Twitter. Neither should you. But the problem is that these tools are very expensive. If you were to go directly to the companies that provide them, you'd be spending about $5,000 to $6,000 a year in these annual membership fees. I know that's a lot of money. And that's why when we created the TTG platform, we spend years building relationships with these companies so we can put their products on our platform at no additional cost to you. So it saves you right away $5,000 to $6,000 a year while giving you access to some of the top trading and investing tools that the industry has to offer. You'll also get access to all of our members. Our members are the most helpful, supportive, educated, and successful community of traders that you're ever going to find. And of course, you get all the real-time trade alerts from myself and the other mods in True Trading Group that I've been able to maintain a cumulative win rate amongst us as a group of just around 80%. I'm going on the last 3 years. So again, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. So, turn on your notifications. Make sure you smash that like button and make sure you guys never miss out on any of these live streams. You can see Netflix now is really beginning to recover. Okay. Netflix is really beginning to recover. We went from 334 all the way to 292. Now we are back to 322. Okay. This is a wild ride here for Netflix. So you know what? Rightfully so, because it's showing you, it's like the volatility that you just got here on Netflix, the opportunity, the size of these moves that you got here on Netflix. It's kind of like just the size of the moves and the volatility and the opportunity that we've had in the market so far all year. You know, this has been one hell of a wild start to the year. And I think this is going to be the most important session of earnings that we're going to have for quite a while, because there's not a lot of economic data that's coming out this week. This week, the market can really just hone in and focus on earnings. And, you know, I think that the Netflix being the biggest name that people are paying attention to today, but you also had earlier this morning, Johnson & Johnson, Bank of America, Lockheed Martin, Goldman Sachs, Bank of New York Mellon. I mean, you had a lot of companies come out with earnings, okay, earlier this morning, and you're starting to get into some of those bigger names. After next week, you're going to have more than half the S&P 500 would have already reported earnings. And then on May 3rd, which is Wednesday, you're going to have the Fed meeting. And it's very widely expected the Fed's going to raise 25 basis points, right? Fed member Bostic was on TV today talking about he thinks they're going to do 25 basis points and then pause. And that's really what the market is pricing in right now. And that's what's widely expected. So I believe that that's what the Fed is going to give you. We'll talk more about that once we get further along into the next week and a half. And we'll talk about that as we get closer to the Fed meeting on exactly what I think the Fed's going to do and how the market's going to react to that. So we know exactly what the game plan is, how we're going to make money from it. That's the whole point of you guys coming on these live streams, is for you to not only learn, hear my analysis, hear the other analysis that the other professional traders at True Trading Group provide, but to give you guys what we're doing with our money, some trade ideas, and exactly where we believe that the opportunity in the markets currently lie. And to be quite honest with you, the opportunity in the markets right now, take your pick. It's anywhere you look. Small caps are absolutely on fire again. All right. Small caps are on fire. You're in the very beginning stages of an earnings season. All right. And everyone's talking about this upcoming pending recession, but it's not showing up in the earnings. You have had so far, not including today. I got to see what all the numbers are for today, not including today. So far, this has been the best first week of an earnings season in 2 decades. Let me say that to you again. While everyone talks about recession, this has been the best first week of earnings as far as the number of companies that are beating on earnings per share. It's the best since 2012. Before today, 30 companies have reported earnings, 27 beat the earnings per share estimates. That's incredible. That's incredible. And when you came into 2023, the hedge fund community was overly positioned bearish. They were either overly hedged or they were flat out just betting on a downward move in the market. And the economic data so far has not shown that recession. And that's why the markets have continued to move higher so far in 2023. And that's why the markets are currently sitting right near the highs of the year. The high of the year, right, for the SPY is 418.31, which was put in on February 2nd. But we're right there. I mean, you can take a look right where we are currently sitting. We are miles away from the 2022 low when everybody thought, that the whole world was going to end and it was a Lehman Brothers moment. You had everyone talking about, the sky was falling and this apocalyptic scenario that people were talking about on social media. They couldn't have been any further from correct. They were as wrong could possibly have been. And they've gotten completely run over in the meantime. Now, we've been on here telling you very specifically that I do believe that we are going to have a mild recession as this year goes forward. But about 3 weeks ago, about a month ago, actually, at this point, we've told you on this live stream, if you've been following the live stream for a while, that I believe we were set up for a bear market rally because the data was still holding. The labor market's still holding. Inflation was coming down. And you had this overposition on the bearish side. And that gave you the setup for this bear market rally. That announcement, when I announced that I think we're going to have a bear market rally, was right here these couple of days. And you can go back and watch the live streams from these last couple of days. But I told you I thought that we were going to be set up for a bear market rally. And sure enough, bear market rally, sure as hell have we had over the last couple of months coming off the sell-off from the Silicon Valley Bank disaster. But it certainly seems like we're past that. We are way past the Silicon Valley banking crisis. And all you need to do is take a look at some of these banks to figure that out. Look at JP Morgan. JP Morgan stock back above where we were prior to that banking crisis, right? You take a look at Wells Fargo stock has recovered. Citigroup is back above where that stock was before you had that banking crisis. You can see Bank of America starting to recover a little bit. So a lot of these banks are beginning to recover. Your regional banks are still having their issues with share prices, but it's not an issue of liquidity. It's not an issue of the banks going under. Those banks, not the stocks not moving higher, is just a matter of profitability. It's because they had all of these withdrawals be pulled away. Their deposits be withdrawn and pulled away, and that's going to hurt their ability to earn profit going forward. But you're past this liquidity concern and this issue of all of these banking failures. That fear is out of the market now, with the SPY now being significantly higher than where we were when we first found out about Silicon Valley. That's when you first found out about Silicon Valley. We're way above that. This bear market rally is in full effect, and I think you might have a little bit more legs to the upside. You might have a little bit more. We may not be done with this move to the upside. Now, I'm looking to get myself into some longer dated put options. Right. I think that as the year goes on, the markets will pull themselves back to the downside. I'm looking for this bear market rally to kind of start to run out of steam, okay, in this region, right? Inside this region is where I'm looking for the bear market rally to run out of steam. And I want to start loading up on some like January expiration put options, maybe like a 400 strike, a 380 or 390 strike. I'm going to look to be scaling myself into that position over a couple of days as the market pushes into this area. because I think that as the year goes on, I think as you get into the back half of the summer, I think as you get into like September, October, I think the markets will start to move back to the downside as earnings, start to slow itself down as the year goes on. But that's 2 earnings seasons from now. We've got an earnings season that's happening right in front of our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And so far, it's one hell of a doozy to the upside. Other companies that are coming out with earnings, we have United Airlines. Hey, let's talk about United Airlines as that stock is rocketing to the upside. Okay, what did we just report from United Airlines? Well, United Airlines comes out and their earnings per share is a beat. Minus 59 cents. The expectation was minus 73 cents. And their sales were a small beat, 11.43 billion versus an expectation of 11.42 billion. I'm sorry, that is, and there's an update on that earnings release. The update is actually minus 63 cents, still a beat. Minus 63 cents versus minus 73 cents expected. Their cost trajectory is on track for their fiscal year to be flat. They see Q2 earnings per share of $3.50 to $4 versus the expectation of $3.65. And they have, this is the big one. This is why the stock's moving to the upside. They have adjusted their fiscal year 2023 earnings per share to $10 to $12 versus the expectation of $8.73. And they say, CEO stating, strong international demand in Q2, says international expansion is twice the rate of domestic. That makes a lot of sense. Let me explain to you why. Because business travel is actually down and you have leisure travel. People are booking and they're locking in those summer vacations, and people could not travel to other countries during COVID. You were kind of just left to, the states that you were around. And if you wanted to drive around to some other states or fly to some other states, but going to other countries was very difficult to do during COVID. And now people are locking in, they're securing those summer vacations. You had Delta Airlines and American Airlines already come out with their earnings. They hinted towards a record-breaking summer travel season based on the demand that they have seen. They're actually reporting the highest number of pre-summer bookings, meaning booking a trip for the summer before the summer. Okay, so that's record high numbers that you're seeing, and that makes a lot of sense, right? So that's what we are seeing right now, and United Airlines coming right out and says the exact same thing. They said that they achieved the lowest mainline flight and seat cancellation rates of any U.S. airline, despite having the most flights that were impacted by weather. I can attest to that from all the flights that I do. Whenever I fly back and forth between New Jersey and Miami, my flight is probably delayed between 80 to 85% of the time. I kid you not. That is not an exaggeration at all. I'm actually surprised, and I think maybe something is wrong when my flight is not delayed leaving Miami for whatever the reasons. Okay, but United Airlines moving to the upside, and that should be taking a lot of the other airlines up with it. Yep, Delta Airlines trading up 2.5%, American Airlines up 1.5%, and United currently sitting up 4%. This is my favorite airline. I do own United Airlines in my long-term portfolio. I bought this thing all the way back in 2020 when this thing was around $20 a share. Now, I'm up over 100% on the position, and I still own it. I'm not expecting much really from it. I don't think I get this thing back to where it was pre-COVID. But I'm just this is the airline that I have in my long-term portfolio. But a nice earnings report there out of United Airlines. Touching on some of the other earnings that we've had come through here, guys. ISRG. Now, ISRG is a healthcare company that I actually really like. And what ISRG does is ISRG makes a lot of the robotic surgery equipment, like robotic arms that help with doing specific types of surgery. And they reported Q1 earnings per share of $1.23, beating the $1.20 estimate. And their sales were a big beat, 1.7 billion. The expectation was 1.59 billion. This is also a stock that I do own in my long-term portfolio, and the stock is on absolute fire right now. Look at this gap up. Look at this move. on ISRG. This is an unbelievable move to the upside. Stock is up 9%. It's up $24 a share. Yes, Lloyd, great job. Lloyd says, I bought ISRG in my long-term portfolio at $188. Stock is now $292, Lloyd. Great job. That's a thing too, guys, about True Trading Group. It's not just about day trading or swing trading. The mods and I tell you whenever we add or sell something in our long-term portfolios so that you guys can, always be aware of what it is that we're doing with our money and what we're doing with our long-term portfolios. But $188, Lloyd says, thanks to you, Mike. Nah, Lloyd, it's my absolute pleasure, man. I love sharing, this information with you guys. That's it. That's all I do. I just tell you what I'm doing with my money, right? That's what I do. I tell you listen, guys, this is what I'm doing with my money. These are the stocks I'm buying. These are the stocks I'm selling. These are the prices I'm buying them at. This is how long I plan on holding them for. And so far we've been absolutely spot on. It's been just one hell of a ride. But just a huge gap up here for ISRG. What you want to look for with ISRG and Lloyd, we got to be conscious of this 310 level, because 310 is an absolute wall of resistance for ISRG. Now, I believe ISRG will break through this over time, and I do believe ISRG is going to go. The all-time high is 370. I believe this stock goes over 370 in the next, 3-5 years. This is a stock I'm going to continue to own for many, many years. I love this company. I love their technology. I love their products. I love their growth. I love their market share that they own in this space. I think it's a great company. But this level up here in the near term, okay, is a huge level of resistance. And I'm actually going to put this stock on my watch list for a day trade or a swing trade to the short side, even though I own it in my long-term portfolio. If we get to 210, I'm going to have to go after this thing for the short, because I don't think we'll break through it on the first try. You take a look at ISRG, you can see this huge level of resistance right there from February, March, April, right? February, March, April, triple top. But then prior to that, you can see how strong of a level of support that this was, right? So you can see support, 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 and then you broke it. And then now you try to get above, and then we had the big sell-off last year when everything sold off in the market. And now the stock is rallying back up. Now we're rallying back up here, 292, right? As we just broke above a pivot resistance. We have a gap fill. The gap, we filled the gap here after hours. We got to see if we can fill it tomorrow. Your gap fill is 294, and that's this massive gap down from last April, which was an earnings gap down when the stock sold off. But that is a gap fill, and then you have the resistance up here. So the closer that ISRG gets into this zone, the more I start thinking about shorting it for a pullback off of that level, and then to settle in right in this area where these previous pivot tops are. So you look short around 310, 305, and look for the pullback to like 285. And that could be a really, really, really nice trade for a day trade or for a swing trade, even though I own it in my long-term portfolio. One of the things that I suggest to all members of True Trading Group is to always have your long-term portfolio completely separate from your trading account, right? You don't want to be logging into your trading account and seeing how much you're down or up on your long-term portfolio, because it's very, very distracting during a trading day. When you log in and you're down money in your long-term portfolio, all you can do is stare at how much money you're down, and it causes you to miss trading opportunities during the day. To the flip side, when you're up a lot in your long-term portfolio on any given day, you log in, you're like, oh, look how much money I'm up. You start to trade a lot more carelessly. And because you feel like you have this big buffer, and you're like, oh, who cares if I lose $1,000 trading today because I'm up, $6,000 today in my long-term portfolio. You can't think that way, because if that's the way you're thinking, all you're doing is eroding away the gains in your long-term portfolio, and you're going to end up drastically underperforming the market when the year is said and done, versus if you just let those positions accumulate and build wealth over time. So you want to completely separate those two things. You don't want them to be together. There's been plenty of times where I've been short a stock that I'm long in my long-term portfolio. Okay. Today's a perfect example. Microsoft, right? That's where I made my money today. Short Microsoft. It was about a 45-50% gainer for members of True Trading Group. But of course, I own Microsoft in my long-term portfolio, right? So you got to be able to separate those two things between being a trader and between, long-term investing. You also have first Horizon, Western Lockheed, guys. So some of these regional banks are coming out with earnings here. All right. Western Alliance trading to the upside. Western Alliance earnings per share is a beat. This is one of the banks that people were scared was going to have some problems that might go under. Earnings per share, $2.30, expectation $2.04, but a huge miss on sales. 551.9 million versus an expectation of 666.4 million. So a huge miss on the sales part for Western Alliance. Okay, but they did beat on earnings per share. You also have First Horizon, another bank that came out here. First Horizon is a miss. Earnings per share 45 cents, expected 48 cents. Sales also missed 859 million versus 879 million expectation. So some misses here on some of these regional banks, which, to be quite honest with you, was expected. These are the banks that really got hurt by all the deposit withdrawals that were experienced, that the banking sector was experiencing during the collapse of Silicon Valley. Okay, so this was kind of expected. To see these banks, though, even though they're misses, to see them still be right in line with talking about the real slowdown in the deposit withdrawals. They're not still seeing the bank run. Things have really stabilized. And to see these companies, talk positively about the next quarter and about the remainder of the year just continues to ease the concerns that the markets had about the banking system and the banking crisis that, this is about a month ago now. It doesn't feel that long ago, right? But about a month ago is when we first found out about Silicon Valley. And while we're talking, Netflix, we're covering that entire gap down on the back of the earnings report. So that long down there on Netflix that we talked about yesterday, that was the play, right? We just missed that entry point. If you guys were on the live stream yesterday, I said that look to be a buyer of Netflix in the high 280s if you get there. And you can see we dropped all the way down to 292. Now we are back to 328. Look at the size of this tail on the daily chart. Are you kidding me right now? With the look at 329 now as Netflix is about to go green. This is an unbelievable earnings move. Look at that reversal. These are the trading opportunities that are out there, folks, on a daily basis. Obviously, we're sitting here live with you guys after hours, just kind of analyzing all of the earnings as they are coming through. But that is just an unbelievable move there on Netflix. I wonder if that's going to push the market to the upside. Yeah, markets are climbing to the upside just a little bit. Take a look at Microsoft. It's kind of just sitting there flat, not really doing too much there for Microsoft. But let's see, Disney's reacting. Yeah, Disney reacted, obviously, to the Netflix earnings. Roku reacting to the Netflix earnings. You can see all of these other streaming services, they all dropped initially with Netflix, but now they're all recovering. This is a very big sympathy play. And we're gonna try to play on that tomorrow. Okay. We're gonna try to really play on that tomorrow to see if you get this movement in Netflix, and then we'll be looking at the kind of the sympathy play with some of these other streamers like a Disney, like a Roku, like a Warner Brothers or a Paramount. Right? There's a lot of different things that we can look at that are in the streaming space that we can play off of this move on Netflix. This is going to be what fun stock to trade tomorrow. My game plan here for Netflix tomorrow, I got to tell you what, now that we're back above yesterday's low was 327.50, and we're back above the 50-day moving average. Now we're printing 330. So now we're back to 330. I want you to pay very close attention to this dark blue line that you see on my screen. This dark blue line is the 50-day moving average. Okay, see this dark blue line, this 50-day moving average. You can see it's been support for the last several weeks. Prior to that, you can see that it was resistance before we kind of broke through it. Wow, 331 now, guys. 331 now on Netflix. We're about to go green here. We'll see if we can actually push that to go green. But what I'm going to do for tomorrow, my game plan here on Netflix, it will be on my watch list. I'm going to be looking to trade this, make some money on it tomorrow. If we can stay above the 50-day moving average, which right now sits at $329.20. Okay, so just call it 329. If tomorrow morning You got to see what happens with the earnings conference call. The stock might move back to the downside while they do that conference call and the CEO is speaking and he answers questions from the analyst community. So you're going to want to, we'll see how the stock reacts. But if tomorrow morning this stock is above, okay, if this stock is above that 50-day moving average, I'm going to look to be long Netflix tomorrow if we're still above the 50-day moving average. All right, that's going to be that game plan. All right, that's going to be my plan there. All right, so let's see. You just got all the way back up here to prior close. You'll see if you can actually bust through that and make a move back to go green. That's a hell of a move, guys. That really is one hell of a reversal off of its earnings release. So that'll be on watch for us for tomorrow. All right. Sean Tonery says, you've been talking for 30 minutes. I still have no idea. I still am no closer to making money as soon as tomorrow. LOL, clown. Sean, get out your face paint. Get out your red nose. Get out your red curly little wig and afro, because you, my friend, are the one that is going to feel like an absolute, complete, and total clown. What I'm doing right now on this live stream is breaking down for you earnings as they're coming across live so that everyone that is paying attention to the earnings releases that are coming out knows exactly what the earnings were from all of these companies. And if you are unable to take the information that I'm giving you and process that and understand where opportunity may or may not lie, then that shows where you are in your own trading career. And more so than anybody else on this live stream, you need to be paying very close attention to the analysis and the lessons that we provide on this live stream, because members of True Trading Group, my friend, very plain and simple, are making money. I'm sorry that you are not. And I know that you're clearly not a member of True Trading Group, but so I hope you do have your face paint ready. Members of True Trading Group have a very simple question that I want to ask you, and we'd like to answer and address Sean. Members of True Trading Group, are you making money with TTG? Do you make money from my analysis? If the answer is yes, I'd like for you to go ahead right now and type the $sign. So Sean, hopefully you're able to count. I want you to pay attention to how many people are going to type the $sign on this side of the screen right now. So just try to count. Maybe if you need like a pen or something, you can like go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hopefully you can count how many $signs it is that you're going to see appear on the side of the screen, because these are members of True Trading Group that are making money, that do not wear face paint, that are not clowns. These are people that are reaching their goals of becoming profitable traders because they're getting a real professional level of education, similar to the education that I received when I worked at a hedge fund in New York that managed $450 million. They don't get their education from Mambo Jam's Kitty Cat on Reddit. They don't get their information from some special secret little Discord. They certainly don't get their information from random people on Twitter. They have gotten a real, true professional level of education, and they have access to real professional level of tools, unlike yourself. So hopefully you are able to count a little bit. You can see all the people that are typing the $sign in chat right now, because on a daily basis, I go through and I share my analysis with these people. And it's not just myself. There's 9 professional traders in True Trading Group. And we give you our exact analysis. We tell you exactly what we're going to be doing during the day. We tell you exactly what we think the market's going to do. I don't even come on these live streams and just tell you, okay, guys, guess what? This is what happened today. I give you my entire game plan of what I think is going to happen tomorrow and how I plan on positioning myself to do so. And that is why members of True Trading Group are able to make money from all of this analysis. If you guys, and also these are not bots, okay? These are not bots, Sean. These are all real members of True Trading Group. These are all real members of True Trading Group. Okay, these are not bots. These are real members of True Trading Group that started off just like you guys, right? They would attend some of these live streams. They would learn more in an hour on a live stream with me than they've learned in the entire probably last year of going through and trading on their own. And then what it all comes down to, it all boils down to, are you able to make money from the things that we teach you and from the things that we show you? You don't join True Trading Group or even come on these live streams to watch other people make money. You do it, okay? You do it so that you can make money. And that's what's the most important thing. It's that members of True Trading Group are making money and they're be able to become better traders. Many of them have actually gone on to become full-time traders, which is the ultimate goal. Right? Maybe type the number 1, guys, if you've been able to become a full-time trader now with True Trading Group. If you are a full-time trader with TTG, go ahead and type the number 1 inside chat right now. Maybe pay attention to how many people type the number 1. Now, as you will know, you're not going to see as many people typing number 1 as you saw type the $sign, because many of our members have full-time jobs and other responsibilities, but also a good portion of our members have been able to reach that ultimate goal of becoming a full-time trader. It's just showing you what's possible. Just showing you guys what's possible. Okay, so there you guys have it, right? Very plain and simple. So like I said, Sean, hopefully you're in the mirror right now putting all that face paint on. Who's on the live stream right now that's not a member of True Trading Group, guys? Go ahead and type the letters TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. I still have a lot I want to go over with you guys. I want to go over and cover with you the positions that I still do have open and live. We'll talk about how we made money today on Microsoft and why I decided to short Microsoft. It's been on the watch list. I've talked about it for the last 2 weeks on here, shorting it at this major resistance level. And there was a sign that I saw today that gave me the go-ahead to go ahead and short that stock. Turned out to be the right call. Members were able to really bank on it. So guys, do me a favor and type TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. I want to see who we have on here that's not a member. I still have a lot more things that I do want to cover. Let's see. We've got Danielle, we got Nicole, we got Jorge, we got Crypto, we got Master, we got Chad, we got Alberto, we got Johnny, we got Flip, we got Auburn, we got Hand Dog. No, I know he won't respond, the fugitive. We have Adam, Hand Dog, we have Rick Tusgrin, Exact Digital, Stephen James. Oh, Stephen, are you on the live stream just last night, I believe? Was it last night or 2 nights ago? Or you were asking some questions? I remember your username. You were asking some questions. I remember your username. You were asking some questions on the live stream just the other night. So welcome back. I know you're not a member of True Trading Group yet, but yes, it was. Yeah, I thought so. I thought I recognized your username. Yeah. So yeah, guys, listen. So what I'll do here real quick, I have a lot that I still want to cover today. I want to go with you kind of my ideas for tomorrow. I want to go over with you the lesson on why I shorted Microsoft today. What was it that I saw in that stock that gave me the signal that it was weak? All right, I want to go over that very specific lesson with you and then talk about, I have 2 open positions right now. We'll discuss that as well. Okay, but I want to talk to you because tonight is actually the very last night that the membership for True Trading Group's annual platform membership is less than $1,100. It's the last. So I want to make sure that everybody that's not a member fully understands exactly what you're getting for that. It is an all-inclusive membership. You have access to our platform, our tools, and our courses for the entire year. There's no upsell for courses. There's no upsell for tools. Tonight is not the night to do the trial membership because tonight's the very last night that this membership's underneath $1,100. And then we're walking the membership up to around $1,500. So tonight, you guys can get a 50% discount off the original membership price, which brings it down to $1,093. Okay, that is a 50% discount off of the normal price, brings it down to $1,093. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com. Again, that is ttgoffer.com in order to get this discount. The price should already be reflected to $1,093 when you guys get to ttgoffer.com. All right. Now, let me explain to you everything that you get included with it because you're going to get the entire curriculum. The entire curriculum is, Joe, maybe you can actually post the link inside the chat so that people that are not members can actually see for themselves the entire syllabus of what you're going to learn. The courses and the curriculum you have access to when you join our platform is a simplified version of the 3-month educational training program that I received when I worked at the fund in New York. Okay. So there's beginner courses, there's advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. We've got access. You have access to it. There's no VIP courses after you join and that are another $1,000 that you're going to cost you more money. We don't play games like that. When you join our platform, you get access to everything it is that we have there. But you also get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. That's about $1,000 a year on its own. Okay. If you were to go to Benzinga directly, that's about $1,000 a year on its own. You also get congressional trading data, so you guys can track the trades being made by members of Congress. You get Quote Media's full book level 2, so you can see all the order flow inside of level 2. TradingView's premium charting software is the most commonly used charting software amongst active traders. It's about $600 a year if you go to TradingView directly. It is included when you join the TTG annual membership. You also get ETNA's trading simulator that lets you trade stocks, options, crypto, futures with fake money, but real-time data so you can practice. Okay. You can practice implementing what you've learned in the courses before you risk your hard-earned money. All right. You will also be able to get the Trade Idea Scanner. The Trade Idea Scanner streams on our platform every day, so you guys can see what stocks are the hottest in the market, which ones you should be focusing your attention on. You get short data. You get unusual options activity. You get options flow, dark pool data, a trading journal that tracks your trades and breaks it down to the numbers and statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong, a social sentiment scanner, so you can see exactly what stocks are being talked about most on social media, so you can stay ahead of the crowd. You get watch list every morning from the mods and I telling you exactly what stocks we're focusing on and a game plan of how we plan on trading them. This way, you guys will know exactly where we are focusing our attention, what prices we're buying, what prices we're selling before the market ever opens. That way, you know where to focus your energy, your effort, your time. No more guessing. Let the moderators and I do a lot of that heavy lifting for you. You get access to all of our, we do all these live workshops covering a variety of different topics. You got our mobile app. You can't be in front of your computer during the day. Don't worry about it. As long as you have your cell phone, you're good. We got a mobile app that lets you see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, and get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. That's how people are able to follow along with what we're doing in chat, even while they're working full-time jobs. They're busy with their other responsibilities during the day. All right. We've got 8 laptops available for the next 8 people. So this is going to be a free gift for you guys when you join the TTG fam. If you're one of the next 8 people, you will also get a free laptop. It's not a MacBook Pro. It's a free laptop. It's worth a few $100. You can use it to trade with. You can give it to your kid for school. You can sell it on eBay, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. It's free. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members in over 100 different countries. So as long as you live on Earth, I'll get you that free laptop. We cover the shipping. It's free. You don't have to enter your address when you join. You're going to get a welcome email after you join with instructions how to claim the laptop. So be on the lookout for the welcome email. And lastly, I have no problem offering a double your money back guarantee to anybody that joins because I stand behind the platform that we've created. You saw how many people are having success. I see the results that our members have. If you join True Trading Group today, you're going to pay $10.93. Again, it's the last day the price is under $1,100. If you go through our courses, pass the quizzes, and attend one study group and are unable to make the $1,093 membership fee back at least once during your membership, I'll give you back double. I'll give you back $2,186. I'm dead serious. It's right there on the website. Says it plain and simple, black and white. I know I talk a big game on these live streams, but I back it up with our own money. I believe strongly in the platform that we have created, and I believe strongly in the platform that we've created, its ability to help you guys reach your goals, and I'll back it up with double your money back guarantee. I can do that because we've only had to give a refund to about 2.51% of our members since 2016. 78% of our members renew their membership or have gone on to become lifetime members, and we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with well over 2,000 reviews. If our refund rate was 15%, then no, I wouldn't be able to offer you double your money back, but it's 2.51. And that's why I have no problem offering you double your money back. I don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind. It's there for you to hold us accountable. We're in business together when you join True Trading Group. You put up 1093, I put up 1093. If you can't make it back at least once, I'll give you double your money back. That's the deal. Again, the price is good until midnight. That's $1,093. The laptops are only for the next 8 people. Now, how do you know if you're one of the next 8? If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, like you see the laptop icon right there, if you see that laptop icon in the checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. If you don't, that means you've sold out and you have until midnight to get the 1093 price point. Just go to ttgoffer.com. Again, ttgoffer.com and you guys can take advantage of this deal. If you have any questions at all, or if you're having a hard time signing up for whatever the reason, send us a text message to the number at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4049. Again, 786-505-4049. If you have any questions, we're a fully transparent open book. Text us. They'll talk to a real person. If you have a hard time signing up, text us. We'll help you guys get situated. All right. Again, that is ttgoffer.com. Quick check in on Netflix. Yep, 333. Netflix is now green. All right. So Netflix has just recovered the entire earnings sell-off. This is exactly where Netflix was before the earnings release, and now you're right back to 333. So like I said, we're going to watch that tomorrow. That's on the watch list for us to see if we can make some money on Netflix tomorrow and see if we can get maybe an upside move that takes us to around 337, 338 is where I'm going to be looking for. 337, 338 is going to be the level that we're going to focus on there on Netflix, and we'll see if we can catch a day trade on it tomorrow. All right. So there you guys have that. All right. So again, guys, ttgoffer.com. All right. ttgoffer.com to take advantage of this deal. Remember, last night for the price to be under 1,100. All right. All right, guys, let's roll on over to the charts. Let's talk about my trade of the day, and it is Microsoft. It is Microsoft for the short, ladies and gentlemen. Microsoft for the short. You can see the stock really just rolled out of bed today. And what was it specifically about this stock that gave me the signal to go ahead and get short? Well, there was news today on Microsoft, and they were talking about, moving forward with developing their own AI chips, right? There was updates about them, readying their own AI chips, and that caused Microsoft to gap up. However, the problem here is that Microsoft is still beneath a massive level of resistance. We've talked about this level of resistance on our live stream here for the last 3 weeks. Okay. So there's your resistance level, flat top resistance, very plain and simple. Now, as I roll this back out and we pan out the charts, what do we see? Huge resistance there from August. What else do we see? Huge resistance there from April and May. So now you have a level of resistance. All right. This is very, very, very similar to the trade idea on Moderna yesterday. Now, if you were on the live stream yesterday, we talked about Moderna. Moderna gapped up into a massive level of resistance. Okay. When they had news that came out, that was positive news about the results from a trial with Merck on phase 3 and phase 4 melanoma, and how their treatment was doing and had positive results for the patients that were in the trial. That news, which is good news, was not enough to break Moderna above this level of resistance, right? Again, if you've been on the live stream for the last several weeks, we've talked about this level of resistance now for the last 2 weeks, Moderna, right? You guys see that, right? So and then you get this huge sell-off after that news was not enough to break the level of resistance. Well, with Microsoft, you had a very similar situation today, right? Let me go back and let me delete this. Okay, so here's this level of resistance, right? This line right here, this is your level of resistance. Okay, so let's zoom in now. We'll go to a 3-minute chart. Okay, now this is also yesterday's high. Well, look at today's high. So you have this good news from Microsoft, right? You get this good news from Microsoft. You get this gap up. And right off the open, does the stock push higher on the back of that news, or does it find resistance at the same level of resistance that we've been holding at for the last several weeks and basically for the last year? This resistance level goes back an entire year. You go all the way back to April of 2022, and you can see this stock has resistance at this level. So you get a positive piece of news, it gaps the stock up, and it's still not enough to get through that level of resistance. So we sold off. Now that sell-off tells me this stock is weak. Okay. That's how it tells me this stock is weak. When you have a stock that is at a massive, major, straightforward resistance level that the whole world can see, and a positive piece of news is not enough to get it above that resistance level, typically buyers bail. Longs bail. People sell. They sell because they think, man, I already knew, okay? They're like, I already knew that this was a level of resistance. I knew the stock was going to have a hard time getting through it. But you get a good piece of news, and typically the good piece of news should break you through that resistance level, but it wasn't enough. A fundamental catalyst will typically trump a technical level, right? A lot of times technical levels get broken because of something fundamental, some type of fundamental catalyst. So when I saw that and I saw the sell-off off the open, I said, all right, I'm going to short Microsoft. I waited for a bounce, and we got a bounce back up into VWAP, and I got short right here. 290.26 was my short entry, 290.26. We went up to 290.72. Okay, I'm short 290.26, and my stop loss is going to be back up against that previous high. And the stock then just rolled out of bed. It rolled out of bed, but that was what is the signal that told me that this stock was weak. Mike, I have a question. I'm not a member, but I struggle a lot with trader psychology, like a lot. I can read a chart. I know how to place a trade. How do I get my head right? You know, you're not alone, Louis. You're not alone. A lot of people deal with issues around trader psychology. You know, trader psychology is the biggest part of trading, hands down. Trading is not charts and indicators and candles and lines. Trading is in your head. I'm a real stickler for trader psychology. It's probably one of the things I talk about most. Trader psychology and risk management, the things I focus the most on in True Trading Group. I'd say at least minimum 80% of trading is mental. Minimum. Everybody sees the same chart, right? Once you learn how to read a chart, I'll teach you how to do that. So you're going to learn how to identify, grade A, high quality, high probability setups. You're going to learn how to do that as a member of True Trading Group. I'll teach you guys that. But why is it then, after you understand chart patterns, you understand indicators, most people can look at a chart and I'll say, you tell me, it's not going to go up or down. Most people, after you get this, this basic piece of knowledge about charts and about indicators, most people can, with a greater than 50% accuracy, tell me this stock's going to go up or down. So why can't you make money though when the stock actually goes up or down? What could possibly be that explanation? I could show you 100 different charts, and I'll tell you up or down. You'll be right maybe 60% of the time, but then you still don't make money as a trader. Why? How? It's all in your mind. Why can I look at this Microsoft trade, right? Why do I look at this Microsoft trade and I make money, and somebody else might look at it and lose money? Right? Maybe somebody comes in, and maybe an inexperienced trader comes in, they get short here, they set their stop loss at VWAP, and they get stopped out on the exact same candle that I'm getting in. Right? It's trader psychology. It's fear of losing. It's greed of wanting to make more money. Right? Like, these are the reasons why so many people fail at trading. It's not, you'd be surprised. People don't fail at trading. The majority of people don't fail because they are unable to read a chart. They fail because they're not able to get their mind right. They're not able to think the way that a trader needs to think. There's a reason why big hedge funds have in-house therapists and in-house psychiatrists and psychologists. There's a reason for that. If you guys ever watched Billions, you guys ever saw their show Billions, Wendy Rhodes? Well, Wendy Rhodes is a therapist that is in-house on staff, and she helps treat and work with all of the traders that work at the fund. That's real. That's not just for television. That's real. So you tell me, why is it that a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund would have an in-house therapist? It's because the psychology aspect of trading makes all of the difference. There's a reason why computers are better at this game than we are. That's because computers have no emotions. The closer you can get your trading to be robotic, the better off you're going to be. You know, we had multi-day sessions and workshops and stuff like this when I was working at the fund. You know, that 3-month educational training program, a lot of it had to do with trader psychology. It's not just about charts. I'm telling you guys, like 80% of being a good trader, 80% of it is trader psychology. All right. So this was the trade on Microsoft. It was trade of the day. I told members if they wanted to follow me on this trade that they can go after the April 21st expiration 290 strike put. Members were able to get in that around $2.70. So we're able to get into it around $2.70. That option went all the way over $4. So from like 260, 270, all the way up to over $4, guys. And that's good for, like I said, 40, 45% gain for members on put options. I'm still in a small piece of this position. I've taken off already about 85% of my position. I'm still in a small piece, and my final take profit is going to be somewhere down in this region. I'm looking to see if we can get a little bit more downside on Microsoft tomorrow. So I still am short a small piece, but I'm only in about 15% of the original position size, just trying to get a little extra gravy. This is where I made trade of the day. This was where I made the bulk of my money today. It was a beautiful trade. How many people are on here that are still new? If you're not a member of True Trading Group and you're still on the live stream, just type TTG. I just want to see who's still here that's not a member. If you're still here and you're not a member, just go ahead right now, guys, and just type TTG. I just want to see how many people that are not members are still here. Nice. Way to go. Bruce Sears ripped off 80% gain on Microsoft today. Very nicely done. All right. We got the Lone Wolf of Wall Street. We got Nicole, Chad, Alberto. So we still have a bunch of people here that are not members that are still on the stream here with us. So welcome all of you. All right. Welcome all of you. Guys, I want to bring on actually my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group real quick. Everybody give a big warm what's up to Adam.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, bro? How are you?
I am doing well. I got to book it because it is my daughter's birthday. But what I'd like to do, because this is kind of a big week, and we've had a lot of people sign up recently. What I'd like to do is this. I know you said tonight will be the last night for the discount or whatever under 1100. But what I would like to do is I would like to invite everyone that is not a member, sign up for our free trial tonight. And what we'll do is tomorrow in the afternoon around lunchtime, I will give away a free membership to True Trading Group.
Nice.
All right. This way you get to check us out. You get to see what we're all about. You can be in the, you can be on our platform. You can get our alerts. You can see that this is, more than just a salesy YouTube, thing. All right. All you got to do is go to TTG3. That's 3 spelled out, TTGTHREE.com. It's 100% free. You enter your name, your email, your phone number, click yes, I want this. You got to enter your real email and your real phone number. We have a validator on there, so it'll know if it's not, and it won't let you sign up. And then it'll take you to your free trial page. You have to put in some info, put in a username, put in your phone number again, and then enter, make up a password for yourself, and then click on sign up. You'll give it a second. There you go. Fill out the onboarding survey. At this point, you are already a trial member, so you are good to go. You just fill out this survey. Let us get to know you a little bit better. Let us know exactly where you're at. And then tomorrow at noon, be in chat or be on the free mobile app, and we will give away a free membership to True Trading Group to one lucky trial member. This is 100% free. Does not cost you anything. All right.
That's awesome. Yeah, take advantage of that, guys. I mean, you can come in. It's 7 trading days too, so the weekends or a holiday doesn't count.
Right. And then this way you'll get to experience it. We'll give you guys an extra day on that last time, on that last price point before we move up to 1100. There's been a lot of new people on the stream the last couple days as well. So it's all good. Let's give people a chance to actually see the platform for themselves. It's free. You do not owe us anything. When it's done, it just expires.
Awesome.
All right, take advantage of that. Sign up for the trial, and I will give you a chance at a free membership tomorrow.
Good luck, guys. Really good luck. Go to ttgthree.com. No credit card information is required. It's totally free. Go ahead, sign up. You'll have a chance at a free membership tomorrow, and you guys can experience what it's like to be part of our group and see how we operate during the day, how we interact with members and moderators, and see and get a feel for the trading and the education and the mentoring and tutelage and guidance that goes on during every single trading day. So go to ttgthree.com, guys. It's totally free. Totally free.
Yep. I was listening to what you said, man. A ton of people would probably benefit substantially. What kind of training did they give you in trader psychology? Like, what did they do for you?
It was really just changing the way that your mind, the way that you think about stuff. Like, I always talk about how so many people are obsessed with how much money that they're going to make rather than having any concern about how much they're going to lose if they're wrong. It's like a quote that my boss said to me that has completely changed my trading. It's stayed with me for my entire career, and it's something I teach all members. And that's successful traders are more concerned with how much they're going to lose if they're wrong. Struggling traders are more concerned with how much they're going to make if they're right. And just getting in the right mindset. People think about trading the wrong way. People think that, they got to get into a stock and it's just going to immediately go up and it's never going to go down, and stocks go up in straight lines. And if they see a red candle, they panic. I must be wrong. And it's just the way that people think about trading, the way they approach trading is just completely off. And it just, comes down to getting yourself right and changing your perspective a little bit in the way that you think.
Yeah. All right. I think, I don't know. Hang on one second.
I think it's the biggest part of trading. It's like I said, you can teach someone charts and indicators until they're blue in the face, but you got to get the trader psychology part down in order to become successful. I think the best courses in our curriculum are the trader psychology courses. And I ask members all the time too, like, what do they think is the best, or what courses do they like the best? And the most common answer that I get is the trader psychology.
Yeah.
Nice. CyberX says, I joined the free trial on Friday. I became a paid annual member Monday. I did watch this channel on and off before deciding, though. I was impressed by the effort mods are putting out there. Thank you, CyberX. Yeah, the mods and I, we bust our ass for you guys, man, every single day. We're not just gone after an hour or two. Like, the mods are with you from pre-market through the market close every single day. Every day. We do one-on-one mentor sessions every day. We do live workshops every day. I mean, the mods and I are do everything in our power to help members become successful. So yeah, go to ttgthree.com. That's ttg3 spelled out.com. And you guys could join our trial. It's totally free, and you have a chance at a free membership tomorrow. Just enter your name, email, phone number, click yes, I want this, follow the instructions, and then just sign up for the trial. Like I said, no credit card information is required. So there's no like automatic charge at the end of your trial because you're not entering your credit card information. It's your name, your email, and phone number, so you can log into the dashboard and participate in the platform. So yeah, guys, these regional banks are running now, right?
Sean Tonnery or whatever it is signed up for the trial.
Good, pick them out.
I already did. Username is better than you.
I'm sure.
What is wrong with people, bro?
I'm sure he's better than me. I don't doubt it for a second. I suck. I don't know why anybody listens to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it for a second. WAL, you also have PACW, PACW, like all these regional banks, guys, are starting to just light up the board. So as these banks are coming out with earnings, and like I said, it's all about the guidance going forward, that none of these banks are really kind of waving the red flag, that it seems like
I got to run. I'll talk to you later.
All right, later. Like, it doesn't seem like any of these banks are in danger of now going under, right? And that's why now these banks are starting to move to the upside. All right. Starting to move to the upside. Let's take a look at First Republic, though, because that's the one that everybody was really worried about. Even First Republic's moving to the upside, not as much as the others. But this is the one that everybody's concerned about. Everybody's worried about First Republic. And you can see that stock is still a dead dog. I mean, just sitting at the lows from the banking crisis. This stock, I think this bank will probably, I don't know if this bank is going to make it. The stock's trading like it's not. Maybe they get acquired by somebody or something, but you can see these other banks are doing better. You know, you see the bounces that you're experiencing right now on the back of these earnings releases. You can see, you know, Western Alliance is up 14%. PACW is up 8%. The regional bank ETF is actually still red, but so some of these individual regionals are trading to the upside and doing well. All right. All right, guys, let me actually go through now. Like I said, I'm in two positions, not just one. I'm in two positions. So like I said, one of them is Microsoft. I'm short it. I took the bulk of my position off the table already, though, for solid gains and solid profit. I'm just looking to see if there's a little more downside. If there's a little more downside on this name off of this resistance level, and see if we can get back to this previous level of support. So see this 282. 282 was a big level of support. Prior to that, it was a big level of resistance. So I'm just going to see, can we get down into this area? Can we get down into this area? That's what I want to see. So I'm still short some of this Microsoft, and we'll see if there is a little more downside. But again, that bulk of that position is already off the table. The other position that I have is actually Lockheed Martin. So we talked about Lockheed Martin yesterday. Made some money on Lockheed Martin, but I'm still in the position. I'm in about 75% of my position. We broke through the all-time high today. So this white line on my screen, that was your all-time high. So if we go back, you'll see that was your all-time high, and it was a double top, and there was your all-time high. So see that double top all-time high? Lockheed Martin had earnings this morning, and it caused the stock to gap up above this previous all-time high, and we closed above it, so I'm still long. So I got long this. We pushed right through that level off the open. So you guys can see off the open, shot right through it. And then on this pullback right here is where I got myself long. So right there is where I got long Lockheed Martin at 503. We then pushed up to the high of the day, which was 508. And I took a piece of profit. 25% of my position came off the table there at the high of the day. And then we were unable to get the follow through. So my second take profit was going to be here. We never got there. You can see we kind of topped out at the high of the day. So I'm long 75% of my position. And we pulled back. We retested the previous all-time high. It held. I'd like to see this hold tomorrow and then start to trade back up in this region. If it trades back up in this region tomorrow, I'll stay long. As long as we're above this level, I'm going to stay long. So tomorrow, if we wake up tomorrow and the stock drops to like 497, I will exit the rest of this position. It will be a red trade if that does happen, but it's going to be a small loss because I already took 25% off for a nice little profit. So my risk was about $4.50 a share. I got about $4. I got $4 a share on my first take profit. So I got, a 1-to-1 on 25% of my position. I'm still in 75%. So if I do get stopped out on the rest, it'll be a red trade, but it'll be smaller than one risk unit. So it'll be a small loss, and I'll take that small loss and I'll just keep it moving. All right. But I am still long on the back of a good earnings report and a new all-time high. As long as we are above this line you see on my screen, I'm going to try to stay long, because if we can stay above this level, I think you can see Lockheed Martin up into this price area within the next couple of days or week or two. So I'm going to try to stay long as we stay above that prior all-time high. All right. So like 497, 497.50 is where I'll exit the rest of this position. All right. So like I said, I have two positions. I wanted to give them to you guys. And there they are. All right, there they are, folks. So the two positions I'm still in. You know how I plan on trading Netflix, as Netflix is now back to 334. All right, so Netflix now 334. So you know how we're going to trade those stocks. Looking forward to tomorrow. Anybody have any questions for me on anything that I just mentioned? Anybody have any questions for me on anything that I just mentioned? Any particular stock that I just mentioned? If nobody has any questions, I'll just show you guys the platform. Bank of America. So, Bank of America, this was, I think, a good earnings release, but the stock sold off early, formed a really nice, descending wedge, and descending wedges are trend reversal patterns. Descending wedges are actually bullish patterns. And there's your descending wedge, and you broke out of it, and then you got the follow through move. And you have recovered pretty nicely. The thing about Bank of America that I'm just concerned with, and I talked about this yesterday, was this resistance level here around 31.5, 31.25. And that's this previous pivot low. And then this dark blue line, that's the 50-day moving average. And I think that's a tough level of resistance. If you are able to get through that, an even bigger level of resistance is 33. And 33, you can see, is this previous double bottom support. But then you start to see the 100 and 200-day moving averages sitting right at that 33 level. So I just think you have a lot of resistance here on Bank of America from 31.50 up to 33. I don't necessarily think it's a good short. I just don't know if I just don't think it's a good long. And just because the stock is not a good short does not mean it's a good long, and vice versa. So, I just think you got to be careful of those levels on Bank of America. I just think it's a lot of resistance up there. No, JDM, I do not think that the Fed gave banks free money just to prop up the economy so they can pull the rug out from underneath us. No, that is certainly not what I think the Fed did. And I don't know where you get your information from, but I suggest you stop. getting your information from wherever it is that you do get it from, because that could not be any further from accurate. So that's not how the Federal Reserve works. So that's really it, guys. All right. So there we have it. All right. How should we trade Tesla tomorrow? I would just stay the hell away from it. That's how I would trade it. They have earnings, and it's a complete coin flip. I have absolutely no idea what these earnings are going to be. I most likely am not going to be trading Tesla. I don't see anything in this chart that gives me conviction in one way or the other. This just looks like complete indecision. It looks like a bearish setup. I know if you really, had to ask me, hey, up or down, I'd say down. I'd say you have a nice resistance level here in the low 190s, like 191. I think is a very nice resistance level. You're forming a bit of a bear flag on the daily chart. So you see this little bear flag. You can see here's the flag pole. There's the flag. And then you can look for the break out of the bear flag and go down and test the 100-day moving average. But if you look at the blue line on my screen, which is the 50-day, the more that I talk through this, the more it looks like a bear set up on the daily chart. But none of that means anything once the company reports earnings. And when they report earnings, I have no idea what the earnings are going to be. I have no idea how good they're going to be, how bad they're going to be, what their margins are going to look like, what their growth rate's going to look like, what their guidance is going to be for Q2. I have no clue. I'm not going to try to pretend like I know what those earnings are going to be. And anyone that tells you otherwise is completely full of crap. Okay? Anyone that tells you, oh, this is what their earnings are going to be, they're completely guessing. They have no way of knowing what their guidance is going to be. It is a complete guess. I don't trade for guesses. I don't guess when I'm trading. I put myself in the highest probability of situations I can possibly find. That's how I'm consistent. I'm not guessing. I'm not just a good guesser. I'm not a psychic. I can't predict the future. I just put myself in high probability situations. So yeah, it looks bearish on the daily chart. If Tesla did not have earnings, I would say let's get short the stock. But I don't know what the hell their earnings are going to be. The stock can gap up to 210 if they have good earnings. Or flip side, it can drop to 160. I don't know what the earnings are going to be. I'd much rather wait, see what the earnings are, and then trade the stock based on what the earnings are. So, it looks like to me, you've got this bear flag on the daily, but again, earnings. So we'll see what the earnings are, and then I'll give you a trading game plan off the earnings. And that's how I'd rather play this. I'd say, let's see what the earnings are, and then let's come up with a trading idea, right? You don't want to say, oh, let's get short the stock because of the chart. Then they blow earnings out of the water and the stock gaps up 15%. You get your head taken off. You lost 98% on your put options. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. So that's it, folks. Again, join the trial membership. If you guys want a shot at a free annual membership tomorrow, we're going to give away a free annual membership to one lucky trial member. To join the trial, you can go to ttgthree.com, enter your name, email, phone number, follow the instructions, and join that free trial. It's free. You don't have to enter your credit card information. It is free. Okay? It is totally free. Name, email, phone number. Click yes, I want this. You'll have a shot at a free annual membership tomorrow, and you'll be able to see how we operate inside of chat. Trade with us for 7 trading days. Familiarize yourself with the platform. See the value and the tools that are available to you all as a member. Okay? Otherwise, you can go to ttgoffer.com, get that membership price under $1,100 while you still can. The first 8 people to do so will get a free laptop. We ship anywhere in the world. We do cover the shipping also. So let's go to ttgoffer.com. Let me show you the platform so you can see all of the courses and tools that you get access to, because when you do join the annual membership, there's no upsell for courses. There's also no upsell for tools. They're all included. Let me show you what you're going to get. Of course, you get the chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades. We're answering questions. You guys get access to all of this. We're with you from pre-market till after hours. Okay. If you are not able to be in front of your computer, don't worry about it. Use the mobile app. The mobile app will let you see the screen share, hear the audio commentary, and get real-time push notifications when mods enter and exit trades. That way you guys can follow along with what we're doing, even if you're not in front of your computer. It's available for iPhone and Android. You will also get 2 private study group sessions with our mods to speed up your learning curve, get you started on the right foot. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat. That's $1,000 alone if you go to Benzinga. It's included with your membership when you join TTG. You get congressional trading data as well. Track the trades being made by members of Congress. You get TradingView's premium charting software. That's $600 a year if you go to TradingView. It is free, included in your membership when you join TTG. The Trade Ideas scanner streams live on our platform so you can see which stocks are the hottest during the day and where you should focus your attention. You get a simulator from ET&A, lets you trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures with fake money but real-time data so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. This would cost you just under $1,000 if you went to ET&A directly. It's included when you join our platform. You get our own proprietary scanner that lets you create your own custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, very expensive data if you were to pay for this on your own. It is all included when you join True Trading Group. You also get a trading journal that tracks your trades and breaks your trading down to the numbers and statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. You get a social sentiment scanner to tell you what stocks are being talked about most on social media. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. A watch list. The mods published every morning with a detailed game plan of how we plan on trading the stocks that we are focused on. And then, of course, the courses. The courses are a simplified version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto futures, you name it, we've got it. You get access to every course. There are no VIP courses that cost another $1,000 after you join. Every single course is included when you guys join the TTG annual membership. You also get access to our video library. Our video library has over 600 hours of workshops and webinars covering a variety of different topics. And you can start attending these workshops live once you become a full-time member. Guys, listen, I can't guarantee you'll be successful just because you join TTG. But what I can guarantee is if you join now and you pay $10.93, go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend the study group, all on your own time. If you're unable to make $1,093 back at least once during your membership, I'll give you back double your money, $2,186, because we've only had to give a refund to 2.51% of members. 78% of our members renew their membership. So go to ttgoffer.com, get your free laptop, get the 50% discount, get yourself the double your money back guarantee, even though I don't think you're going to need it, and get your butts inside chat. Trade through the craziest earnings season that I think we're going to see here this year. ttgoffer.com to take advantage of that deal. Otherwise, join the trial by going to ttgthree.com. You have questions, text us. Don't hesitate. 786-505-4049. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, turn on your notifications. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow.